Bro.
Yeah, but you gotta pay us.
Bro, I got you 5K on my last podcast, all right?
It is the most viewed episode.
5K, bro.
But
still
you gotta
running
pay
it
us
up.
to promote these, so 30K back.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
I'm not born and raised in LA. I moved to LA 10 years ago exactly this month.
Oh, wow.
Which is also pretty crazy that I'm dropping an LA shoe 10 years after I moved here. But, you know, LA has, you know, given me so many opportunities, and it basically did change my life. Like, you know, other creators can do dope shit. We're not just influencers. We don't just promote their products. We can make our own products with them. So that's the goal.
APTHCRY on the wave. Shoes off, pause, yeah, let's get it. Shoes off, but the vibes stay loud. APTHCRY heat, yeah, I'm flexing in the crowd. Socks on the scene, that's a subtle little flex. Talking drip in the pod, yeah, we setting the next. Mic on fire, we vibing with the crew.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to this live episode of the Shoes Off podcast. We're just here at SneakerCon. We're gonna have guests come in and out. We got Tim, editor of my main channel, also influencer in his own right, TA Vlogs,
And we got someone walking in right now.
Oh man,
we got someone walking in.
We got a sneaker man himself, Qias Omar.
We used to be friends.
I just happened to be in the area. I thought, yo, let me pop up and steal Seth's mic.
Do it up. How you guys doing?
I'm chilling, man. First sneaker con since 2020, so I'm ready to beat some asses and
You excited?
have some fun,
You excited to see what goes on? It just started, so it hasn't happened yet.
I haven't been here since like they started doing these like really big like backdrops and stuff. So it's really like, it feels like a mixture of like what SneakerCon used to be, but then also kind of like a complex con, because there's like actual brands here, not
like
just
big brands,
not just like everyone's not reseller. There's clothing brands. TikTok shop is here. eBay is here. Like, before you'd see maybe like an eBay, but now you see like eBay and all these other big companies. So it's pretty cool. It's what it's evolved to. So happy to be back and be with the boys. APTHCRY, just what is it, like 30K we said for me to be here?
Yeah.
To do the podcast.
You can invoice us.
I only got 1K.
Well, you know,
You got 1K?
You got to build your way up. You know, I've been doing this for a while now. Not to toot my own horn, but I've been doing this for a minute now.
Oh man.
So yeah, tell us about what these.
Yeah, man.
That's how we afford to 30K.
Yeah.
No, that's us.
Oh, I thought we get paid 30K.
No.
Bro, we get so much
Yeah, but you gotta pay us.
Bro, I got you 5K on my last podcast, all right?
It is the most viewed episode.
5K, bro.
But you gotta pay us to promote these, so 30K back.
Okay,
All
okay,
right,
yeah.
so
Okay,
even.
so I owe you 25K.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. But yeah, man, I got the opportunity to design a shoe with Adidas. We went with the Adidas Superstar, which is a model that they're really pushing right now, because obviously it's probably the most iconic Adidas of all time, right?
Absolutely.
Shout out to the Run DMC era. But yeah, I got an opportunity to make a Superstar, and the idea was to make it themed for LA, because they've done a few different cities, and I had the opportunity to represent LA. And shout out to Private Sneakers, which is the retail store that put me in contact to do this project. And I wanted it to mimic like a vintage t-shirt. I didn't want to go like the basic route of making it like Lakers colors or Dodgers colors. I was like, yo, let's make it look vintage and wearable. And we did like the shirt tag. We got like the angel wings on the back. Yeah, and it was just a really cool process. It's been like a year in the making. And shout out to the guy who commented saying a year to make a black and white Superstar. There's so much that goes into it. It's not just the colorway. If I'm being honest,
it's black and gray.
But yes,
sorry, gray and cream.
Vintage wash black,
Vintage
or whatever
wash?
you want to call it.
That's the vintage was the part that took the year.
Yeah,
Because they had to make it started with black, and then they had to like.
yeah, you know, I use crayons, like Crayola crayons, and but it's like there was a huge process. The first sample was done in January. And I'll give you guys a little bit of tea here. The back was actually supposed to be a Adidas logo that was like a flame. It was a vintage logo. But then the LA fires happened. So we scrapped that idea because we didn't want to make a LA-based shoe with flames on it.
Absolutely.
It's just, it's not a good look.
Yeah.
So we're like, yeah, let's scrap that. Let's go with the angel wings, which was the second option. So I do have a one-of-one sample, which is pretty cool to say.
That's awesome.
Is that the one that I saw or no? No, I don't think I saw
No, you saw the sample of this, yeah.
How many samples did you go through until you reached this?
Two.
Okay.
Yeah. It was fairly easy to approve everything. There wasn't anything else wrong with the shoe other than that back logo needed to be changed and another insole that had some flames on it. But everything else was nailed perfectly.
Awesome. I love these like accessories.
Yeah.
I know this has some pins on it. And this
that one
keychain.
has the palm tree pin, which is actually this is from the Adidas archives. It's 2 Adidas logos making a palm tree. If you
Oh,
look
I
at
didn't
it.
even catch that. That's
Right?
cool.
Tell me that's not sick. See, I wanted to incorporate that, but not on the shoe. So I was like, let's do a pin. It was a vintage pin. I'm like, yeah, let's redo the pin.
So did they have just like archive books that you just went through and you're like, oh, I need that or whatever?
Yeah. There was another one that was, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame with the stars.
Yeah.
There was one of those that said Adidas, but we wanted to include that as the hang tag. But they're like, they showed it to me, and then I said, let's use it. And they're like, oh, we can't. That we need to get approvals from like Hollywood, like whoever runs the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So I'm like, okay, whatever, scratch
Illuminati.
that. But yeah, like the insoles have, if you want to pull that one out, the insoles have like some kind of like rock star inspired art on it. It's got
it says
palm
LA
trees.
too.
Yeah. We also made a t-shirt that has the same design on it. So it's like little ties in. Like the shoe itself is very wearable and simple, but then like the accessories and like the insoles and everything kind of makes the shoe what it is, in my opinion.
What's that tag right there?
This one?
Oh, it's the same one that's on.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Los Angeles,
This is
it's
the
like
LA
the street sign,
I
yeah.
found another one. I don't know where this one came from, but
And then extra laces, right?
yeah, it comes with extra laces. Comes with
yeah.
star laces, which I'm wearing. Something I've never seen before was like these star laces,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
really
like
cool.
some cream laces, which in my opinion, the cream laces look
The
the
cream
best.
looks
And then
good, but I like
extra
the fat
insoles.
laces too.
It comes with 2 insoles too. Little things that sneakerheads appreciate when they open it up.
And the paper.
Yes, the paper too.
So dope.
Yeah, and it will come with 2 of those palm tree pins, so you can put one on each shoe, or you can like put it on your hat, do whatever you want with it. I'm really
cool.
proud of it, man. And shout out to Adidas for giving someone like myself who's a lot of these companies look at us just as like influencers. They don't really look at us as like designers and creators. They gave me an opportunity. Damn, you're like a makeup guru.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
The makeup guru. But I'm hoping like this leads to more partnerships with Adidas or any other brands that want to not take a chance, but like hopefully this shows that I could do dope shit, and other creators can do dope shit. We're not just influencers. We don't just promote their products. We can make our own products
Absolutely.
with them. So that's the goal.
It's really cool.
When's it dropping?
It will be dropping end of this month, end of September. I don't know when you're dropping this video, but yeah, end of September, we're doing a release in LA at Private Sneakers. And then I think we'll have some pairs going online, but not too many. So it will be fairly limited, less than 1,000 pairs.
That's cool.
So,
That's super exciting.
yeah.
That's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm hyped, man. It's been a really cool opportunity, man. So shout out to Adidas, man.
I can't wait for you to see them on the street, like just walking
Bro,
through
I
LA.
swear,
and,
I can't wait. Like, I just launched Good Days Gallery like a year ago, and I've only seen like 1 or 2 people. Like, it's been selling well. I'm not saying people aren't buying it, but I
they're
haven't
just
really
all over the
seen-
country. They're not like
I haven't seen anybody like wearing it out and about. But I'm excited to see the shoe. Yeah, we did the collab stock too.
We used to be friends.
Yeah, we used
We
to be
used to be
friends. Here, let me put this insole back in. But yeah, I'm excited to see. Or what the hell is
This
this?
one,
Extra? Oh,
this
that
one.
one's yours. Okay. I'm excited to see these on the streets, man. I'm excited to see. What if they do end up on like a StockX or whatever,
that'd
how
be
much
awesome.
they go for. Like, not that matters to me, but I'm interested to see like, it's something I created, so I'm interested to see how much people mess with it. But so far the response has been good, so
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
yeah, for sure. Thank you, brother. You're next.
Yeah.
We gotta get Seth. You already have a collab, but we
We
gotta
got
get.
the
We
Zellerfelds,
got, yeah. Oh yeah, the Zellerfelds. I love those things, man. I wore them last night when we linked up. I wore those majority of the photo shoot for this because I didn't have my personal size yet, so I was in and out of those. They're in the car actually right now too. So
Tell us about the photo shoot because it looked like it was pretty wild.
yeah, photo shoot was sick. I mean, when Adidas was like, they gave me the marketing budget, and I don't want to say what the price tag was, but you guys know what it is, right? I was like, okay, you know what I could do with that? My bad, I don't mean to throw it right now. I was like, you know what I could do with that? I was like, let's bring some of my closest friends to LA to help me film the content. I said, I got the photographer, I got 2 videographers, get us a house, fly everybody in, pay for our food, and let us do the content. They were like, yeah, let's do it. There wasn't like, oh, you can't do this. There wasn't like, oh, don't show this. They gave us control, like freedom to do whatever we want. And obviously the boys are together. We were cracking jokes. We were having good times. So like we killed it with the content. But on top of that, we just had so much like just laughs, staying up late, playing Uno No Mercy. And yeah, it was great. It was fun, and I'm gonna be rolling that content out over the next few weeks leading up to the release. So
That's awesome. That's what it's about. Like having fun. Like like this is a passion project.
yeah, exactly.
Like,
I mean, I didn't want to put like random people in my shoe. Like, I'm sure other brands do that and stuff, and I'm sure maybe in the future I'll do that if I get opportunities. But like, I wanted the boys to be in it.
And I'm sure as you release that content, people will see that it's authentic. It's not just like, oh, you hired these models.
Exactly.
They look good, but
exactly.
there's no
Yeah, that's the goal. Like even getting Mina in the shoes too. We needed a female to represent and show like how they look on a female, and she killed it. She got her pair before me, which I'm jealous of. But yeah, she did a great job of modeling it, giving it like the girly aesthetic. Because we do have smaller sizes. I want to say like we're starting at a 5 up into like a 14 or something like that. And I'm excited because we're actually giving them to some like some pro Adidas skaters. So there might be some footage of like people
100%.
skating in them.
This is a good skate shoe too.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
As someone who doesn't skate, it looks like a good skate shoe.
People know me, I'm not an SB guy, but hey, if you can skate in my superstars, why not? But yeah, it's cool, man. And then hopefully I can get it on some other like celebrities. Like I'm gonna send them to like Rey Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, some people in the NBA. A tunnel walk would be freaking sick if somebody wears them.
That'd be sick, yeah.
Because they got like Dame, they got like all the Adidas athletes. I'm sure they're gonna send it to them.
Yep.
So we'll see, man. I'm excited to see. I always see like Nigel and all these guys when they roll out their shoes, and you see celebrities wearing it, and it builds hype. So I'm excited to see who we can get these on, and hopefully we can get them on Seth Fowler one of these days.
I'd be so bad. Let me actually move the mic. I'd be so about that. Also, so really quick, while I'm moving the mic, tell us about the design process. How was that?
Yeah, they just gave me a blank. What is it called? You guys know better than me. When it's like a blank, not a template, but yes, tech pack. They gave me a blank tech pack of the Superstar, and I got to work. APTHCRY behind the scenes, they're getting into a fight. They're fighting over the mic.
I'm happy not being on.
Yeah, so they gave me the tech pack, and they're like, basically, I told them what I wanted to do, and they're like, all right, show us, use your Photoshop or whatever, and then I came up with the ideas. And then, like I said in the other video we just recorded, like they came back with a few ideas about like making the stripes cracked, and I was like, yeah, 100%. So yeah, it was, to be honest, the colorway was done on the first tech pack. Like it was on the first mark. Yeah, they're like, all right, cool, we like the idea. And then it was more so like, hey, do you want like a furry suede? Do you want a leather? Like, and then we went from there. So it was the colorway, then the materials, and then like, the angel wing, which obviously I said it was a flame at first. So we approved the flame, and then we got the first sample in. So the actual design process, maybe less than a month.
Did you go out to like campus or just calls?
I wish that would have been really dope. No. Yeah, it was just more so over emails and Zoom calls.
Yeah.
So this is actually with Adidas' special projects team. It's not necessarily like, there's certain people in Adidas that don't even know about this shoe yet, like that I know personally, and they're like, wait, when is that? Like, I didn't even know about that. It's with the like special project team that does local stuff with like LA or Houston or New York. Like New York got a superstar, I think. Houston got a superstar. I was able to do the LA one. So yeah, I didn't get to go to campus or anything, but like the design process, about a month or so, and then obviously sampling and everything else, that's what takes a year's waiting. You guys know samples, especially for footwear, takes a long time. So
This episode of the Shoes Off podcast is brought to you by your sneakers' favorite socks, APTHCRY. Now, I'm here in the APTHCRY warehouse. We've got tons of different styles and colors that match perfectly with all of the sneakers and the fits in your collection. If you haven't yet tried out APTHCRY socks, what are you doing? Make sure to check us out. We make the most comfortable socks out there. They're soft, they're breathable, and of course, they fit great because of our proprietary ISOweave technology and our material blend. So make sure to check us out and use code SHOESOFF for $10 off of your first order on our website. That's code SHOESOFF. It's in the show notes down below. It's in the description down below. Also, the link, APTHCRY.com. So make sure to try out a pair of your new favorite socks. They're comfortable, they look great, and they match everything in your collection. And of course, your sneakers will love you for it. So again, check us out at APTHCRY.com and make sure to use code SHOESOFF for $10 off of your first purchase. With that being said, back to the episode. It's really cool that you got to like represent LA with this design. Like this is like, you're the LA one. That's mad cool. It just shows that they know who you are, and they think that you're a good representation of the design, which I really like.
That means a lot. Sorry not to cut you off, but that means a lot because I'm not born and raised in LA. I moved to LA 10 years ago exactly this month.
Oh, wow.
Which is also pretty crazy that I'm dropping an LA shoe 10 years after I moved here. But, you know, LA is, you know, given me so many opportunities, and it basically did change my life. Like, if I didn't move to LA, I would have never, you know, blew up on YouTube. And
it's funny. We were talking to someone yesterday at Riff about you, and he was like, not about the shoe, but he was like, he's considered from LA now.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like, just randomly.
I got the stamp.
He did say that.
I got
He
the
really
stamp.
did, out of the blue.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, Qias, he's just the worst. He's not even from LA. He's like, actually, he is from. No, he didn't say it. But he did say it out of the blue,
bro.
Shout out to Jeff from Riff, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff, man, legend. And shout out to Riff. They were one of the first. Actually, they were the first sneaker store that let me like come film at their store. Shout out to Jamie the Great. He put me in connect. He introduced me to Jeff and the Riff team. That was like, if you go back to my OG vlogs, that was like where I was filming content at. But yeah, like moving to LA 10 years ago, it changed my life. So I'm forever grateful for this LA and, you know, the community kind of accepting me. I know there's still going to be some people locally who are not, you know, a fan of me being able to design this shoe. And, you know, there are people in LA who deserve to design a shoe for LA. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm the number one choice, but it's cool that I got the opportunity. And hopefully I got to represent LA pretty well with the shoe. And hopefully we see a lot of people in LA rocking the shoe. So.
Oh, yeah, no, don't. They are limited, though, so it won't be that many.
Yeah, there will be a friends and family event. So if you're like from LA and you're part of the community, you're most likely going to be invited. Unless I scratch you off the list.
Because they used to be friends.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
It all ties in.
Show the sock. We used to be friends. Yeah, man.
What was the inspiration behind the We Used to Be Friends?
You know, I wanted to like not necessarily take shots at people, but like I've had a lot of friends in my life that like I grew up with, or like even like more recently, like, you know, had some good times with. And it's not necessarily a diss. It's more so like, hey, we might not be as close anymore, but like I still appreciate the times we have. You know what I mean? I don't regret any friendships, like even falling out with people and stuff like that. All of a sudden, that's the first all of a sudden of the day.
There's a counter.
Yeah, let's get a counter. So yeah, I thought it would be cool to make a shirt like kind of showing like, hey, like, you know, we might not be cool now, but I appreciate the memories we had, but we used to be friends, but you know, it is what it is now. So you could look at it as a diss, or you can look at it as like a, you know, just showing love in a way. It depends how you take it.
There you go, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Tell us a little bit about the brand itself, the Good Days Gallery. Like, what's that? I think we talked about it a bit on like our actual podcast together, but like, what's sort of been the inspiration recently, like with the stuff you've been dropping?
Man, it's honestly, I've been so busy with the Adidas stuff that I've kind of been lacking on the drops. But yeah, the whole idea was to, like, I just like making like random T-shirts and stuff, and like going back to like Dream Crew. I used to always make like inspired like this. Like I used to do like I Feel Like a Hype Beast, which was like obviously inspired by like I Feel Like Pablo, and then I made like Dream Crew Space Jam merch. So like I've always liked flipping logos. And I was doing it before most people started doing it, and people used to hate on me, like, oh, you're just ripping off logos. Now if you go SneakerCon, everybody's doing these bootleg T-shirts and stuff. But anyway, I'm getting carried away, throwing shots. No, it's more so just like I love like reminiscing on like the good times, and like, you know, whether it be like the toys we grew up on, or like the TV shows and movies we grew up on. So it's a way to like pay homage to like the good times in life. And I just recently dropped like that Blockbuster tee. So it's like, you know, stuff like that, playing off of like nostalgia. So like anytime I could do that, and then obviously do like dope collabs with you guys and other brands. Hopefully there's certain like brands that I don't see like Dream Crew working with, but I could see them working with Good Days Gallery, you know? Right. I feel like, again, it goes back to like people not looking at us like as necessarily brands and creators, more so of influencers. And I feel like Dream Crew was for only people who mess with me, but Good Days Gallery could be like literally for anyone. Like somebody sees this on the streets, they can relate to that because, you know, they had a friend that they had a falling out with. They don't need to know who the hell I am. Yeah. They just need to like the shirt. So that was like, and we talked about this for like a couple years where I've like, you guys kind of like motivate, seeing what you did with APTHCRY kind of motivated me to be like, triple that. You know We're throwing over here. Why not?
Hey, right now, why not?
It kind of like motivated me too. I'm like, and then obviously like seeing Tony and Bull with Sample, like you guys all had brands that didn't necessarily, you didn't have to be a fan of you to buy it, but obviously you're going to use your following to push it. But like something that that's yours that, you know, you could fall back on if you ever wanted to stop social media, but then also like push it and get other opportunities outside of just your fan base. So yeah, I wanted to have something like that of my own, and you know, it's been great so far. And you know, I need to get back on it because I've been so busy with this, but I got a few ideas I'm gonna drop soon.
Yeah, these are super clean, bro.
Yeah.
And with the Good Days Gallery, like I love all that '90s aesthetic, like you were saying, Blockbuster, all the vintage stuff. Like it's nostalgia, but it's one of the strongest, you know, powerful things that are out there.
You know, I'm getting old now, so as much as I can reminisce on my childhood and my growing up and stuff, is, you know, I want to try to like just tap back into that and you know. It's like when you unbox a pair of shoes that you had when you were a kid, when they retro it, like you get that feeling of like, damn, like I had these when I was a kid. That's kind of like what the brand is about, is like trying to just reminisce. And like it's also, it can create talking pieces. Like if you're wearing that Blockbuster t-shirt, somebody's gonna come up to you and be like, oh my God, I used to go to Blockbuster all the time. I owe them like $1,000 in late fees. Like, you know, you know, it just creates conversations. I actually have the Blockbuster tee right there if y'all want to show it.
I would, yeah, let me grab it. Really quick before, while I'm gonna go grab it, I wanna ask all you guys a question. What is, if you could pick one game from when you were growing up, like it could be PS2, N64, whatever, one game. It doesn't matter. Well, you could say like games specific to a console, because obviously some games are different. One game that you have the best memories with growing up.
Maybe Mortal Kombat on N64.
Can we all agree that N64 is the greatest system of all time?
Yep.
With the greatest controller of all time?
Absolutely.
Yep. Because I was gonna say Mario Tennis on N64.
I didn't have that game.
That's what I play with my family all the time. Mario Tennis.
Open that up. I would say my N64 is the best system. I think my favorite game of all time was there's two. WWF No Mercy was so fun. Yeah. And then I loved, Mario Kart's a classic, but Mario Party was so fun.
Mario Party.
The original Mario Party.
Even 007, do you guys play that?
Oh,
that was fun.
You remember Star Fox?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was so lit. I could not get past the first level. The first level was so hard.
Smash Brothers.
I heard they're making the mini N64.
Really?
You know how they did the Super Nintendo? I heard they're doing the N64.
That's cool.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, let me show the T real quick. Little Blockbuster.
So is it sold out, or can they buy this still?
We have like 6 larges left.
Okay, well, you guys.
I brought 4 of them here, so.
Okay, so there's 2 left.
No, this is yours. Go ahead. No, take it. You got to
throw it on. Straight to body.
It might be a little big though. It's like oversized, but you know, we'll get Seth in the baggy aesthetic. Hell yeah, draft day. He got drafted from APTHCRY
with the film
to Good
crew
Days.
hat.
Oh yeah, he got the film crew hat on.